Let's talk about content, because this is where I see so many sleep consultants getting frustrated. You spend hours writing an Instagram caption. You film the reel, you edit it, you post it. People like it, they comment, they save it, and then nothing. There are no inquiries, no bookings. So naturally you think, maybe I need better content. Maybe I need to post more often. Maybe I need to follow the latest Instagram strategy. But I don't think that's the problem. In fact, I think most sleep consultants are already creating really good content. The problem is good content doesn't automatically create clients. Let me explain. Imagine two parents are watching the exact same reel. The title is 3 Signs Your Baby is Overtired. Parent number 1 watches it because they're wondering if waking every hour is normal. Parent number 2 watches it because they've already decided they want to hire a sleep consultant and they are comparing different sleep consultants. They both watch the same video, but they're looking for completely different answers. One finishes the video thinking, oh, maybe my baby is overtired. The other finishes the video thinking, okay, but why should I choose you? Same content, different question, different outcome. And that's why content doesn't convert. Not because it isn't valuable, because it's answering the wrong question. And this is where most people make a really expensive mistake. They believe that every piece of content should sell. I don't think so. I think every piece of content should move someone one step further. That's it. Think about it like climbing a staircase. You don't jump from the bottom to the top. You take one step, then another, and your content works exactly the same way. Some content helps a parent realize they have a problem. Some content helps them understand why it's happening. And some content compares different solutions. And then other content explains why working with a sleep consultant is different from trying to figure it out alone. And some content simply helps them decide which sleep consultant feels right for their family. Each piece has a different job. The problem is most sleep consultants are trying to make every Instagram post to do all of these jobs at once. Educate, build trust, handle objections, explain the process, share testimonials, sell the package, book the call. And this is just impossible. One post cannot lift your whole business. And honestly, it shouldn't have to. This is the moment everything started changing for me. I stopped asking what should I post today, and I started asking what question am I answering today. And that shift made content so much easier because suddenly I wasn't trying to speak to everyone. I was speaking to one parent, one question, one moment in their journey. Now, here's where it gets really interesting because let's say a parent watches one of your Instagram reels. What's the next question they have? Where do they go? Do they visit your website? Do they download a free guide? Do they read a blog? Do they join your email list? Do they watch another video, or do they simply scroll away? Because there was nowhere else to go. And this is where I think so many businesses quietly lose clients. Not because the content wasn't good, but because there wasn't a clear next step. Remember what I said in the first video. Marketing isn't about having the right answer. It's about answering the next question. Your content should create curiosity, and then something else answers the next question. And then something else until eventually booking with you feels like the natural next step. You see the difference? Your Instagram isn't supposed to do all the work. Your website isn't supposed to do all the work. Your emails aren't supposed to do all the work. Every part of your business has one job: to answer the next question. And when every piece works together, parents don't feel like they're being sold to, they feel understood. So here's a challenge for you. Go back and look at your last 10 pieces of content. And don't ask yourself, was this a good post? Ask yourself, what question was this post answering? And then ask something even more important. What question naturally comes next? And then ask something even more important. What question naturally comes next? If you don't have something ready to answer that next question, you've just found the biggest leak in your marketing. In the next video, we're going to talk about the biggest marketing mistake I see almost every sleep consultant make. And it is the reason so many sleep consultants feel like they're constantly creating content, but never building momentum. And once you see it, you will never rely on Instagram the same way again.